Hi everyone, this is Swati from MBA department, Annamacharya University. Now I would like to discuss about the environmental and sustainability development and the issues which are related to the production of high-tech components. Before going to start that one, what are the high-tech components? We know that high-tech components are nothing but high technology components like the semiconductors, chips, batteries, displays and sensors which are required for the production of most of the devices, that is electronic devices, display devices, digital devices, electronic vehicles and etc. However, these production of the high-tech components, they will also cause more damage to the environment and they will create more serious sustainable challenges. Let's see what are these sustainable challenges. And the first one is high energy consumption. As we know that the production of these high-tech components, they require more amount or large quantities of energy. For example, these semiconductors and the chips, they require the amount of energy for the long run to create that chips or that conductors. And we can also see that they require the clean rooms and precise machines and continuous operations which require or consume high energy. For this consumption also we need more amount of energy, which is unsustainable activity. And because of this heavy dependence on fossil fuels, if you go for alternative uses of these fossil fuels, they can release carbon emissions, which will also affect the environment by creating so many pollutions. Okay. And let's see what are those that water consumption and pollution activities or effects. See, if you go for alternative emissions like the carbon effluents, they will create serious environmental pollution problems like air pollution, water pollution, sound pollution and soil pollution. And these semiconductors and the chips, they are as they are requiring and use huge quantities of ultra pure water, we have to be provide the water for 24/7 water facility which are in a clean form, and they must be free from the harmful chemicals. And see, this will lead to the water scarcity and contamination. If not treated properly, this will lead to the water pollution, and which will create the water scarcity and water pollutions. And next is the e-waste. Because of these uses, because of this, e-waste will also be produced because of these high-tech components. And rapid technologies, as we need in these modern technologies, the uses of these high-tech components is more. But this rapid technology change leads to short product life cycles, which will be discarded components creates the e-waste. E-waste is nothing but the electronic waste. Electronic waste contains the non-biodegradable and toxic materials. If you coming to these toxic materials, there are so many heavy metals like lead, mercury, cadmium, polyvinyl chlorides, which are not easily degradable in the soil, and this may lead to the serious soil pollutions, and if not maintained or not treated properly, they will lead to serious soil pollution and air pollution also. So we must go with proper dealing of these e-waste materials. And coming to the sustainable solutions, as we know that these high-tech components are producing serious environmental and sustainable issues, there is a need to take off sustainable activities along with the growth of these high-tech components. Okay, and let's see what are those sustainable solutions for this production of these high-tech components. The first one is uses of renewable energy resources. As we know that the one and only main source of the renewable energy source is the sun, the ultimate sun. Along with the sun, there is another sources like the wind, the tidal, the hydro and natural biogas also. And if you make alternative use of these resources, they will carry the sustainable growth in the environment, and even though we are producing the high-tech components. And recycling and circular economy practices. See, the production of the products, goods and services, if you make the triple R, that is we have to make use of reuse, renewable and recyclable products. There will be that is the sustainable activity. Okay, and next one, water recycling and wastewater treatment, and it is necessary to treat harmful or chemically polluted water in order to get the pure water. Nowadays, the water is the one and only source for major livelihoods and living organisms also. So there is a need to have a water recycling and wastewater treatment methods and techniques. And next one, as there is a need of so many products and goods and services, we have to produce the eco-friendly materials and green manufacturing. Okay, then only we will carry out that sustainable activities. And next, responsible sourcing of raw materials. These materials we have to be carried, as we have to take that as a sustainable practice. Okay, finally we conclude that high-tech components, as they are innovative driven, their production creates serious environmental and sustainable challenges. Adopting these sustainable practices in the productions, and it is essential to reduce the environmental impact and ensure the long-term growth of the organizations. Thank you.